Anyone remembers the purport? What we discussed last week? Too much text to remember. Sorry,
Sachin Prabhu already revised.
you revised it? You tell
I
me.
was just, I was just telling. I was reading
What?
from the purport.
How much you read?
I didn't read like whatever was covered last time. They were recalling the points.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you can recall the same points.
okay. No problem. I'll go next one. You tell me so that I don't waste time. Okay, now 16th verse. Kim karma kim karmeti kavayoप्यत्र मोहिताः तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभात्. Kim karma kim akarma. So what is karma and what is akarma is being asked. Kavayopi atra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshyami yad gyatva mokshase shubhat. If we understand what is action, what is to be done and what is not to be done, kim karma kim akarma, then what happens? Yad gyatva mokshase shubhat. That means by knowing what is action, what is inaction, one can get liberation. That means how to act and how not to act. So Krishna is saying this is what I'll explain now. This is the law of karma is going to introduce. Can someone read from the front so that it will be heard on Zoom? You read.
Even the intelligent are bewildered in knowing what is action and what is inaction. Now I shall explain to you what action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune.
Yeah, purport.
Action in Krishna consciousness has to be executed in accord with the examples of previous bona fide devotees. This is recommended in the 15th verse. Why such action should not be independent will be explained in the text to follow.
Okay. Yeah.
To
Yeah.
act in Krishna consciousness, one has to follow the leadership of authorized persons who are in line of disciplic succession, as explained in the beginning of this chapter. The system of Krishna consciousness The system of Krishna consciousness was first narrated to the sun god. The sun god explained it to his son Manu. Manu explained it to his son Ikshvaku, and the system is current on this earth from that very remote time. Therefore, one has to follow in the footsteps of previous authorities in the line of disciplic succession. Otherwise, even the most intelligent men will be bewildered regarding the standard actions of Krishna consciousness. For this reason, the Lord decided to instruct Arjuna in Krishna consciousness directly. Because of the direct instruction of the Lord to Arjuna, anyone who follows in the footsteps of Arjuna is certainly not bewildered.
Yeah. So what Sri Prabhupada is saying here, Sri Prabhupada is saying that if someone wants to know what religion is, it has to be derived or one should get to know from by referring to standard books from standard people. Isn't it? You cannot get to know about religion in a conference. Okay, this is my religion. Isn't it? You cannot concoct your own religion. You cannot concoct what spirituality is. Today, it is very common for people to say, I'm very spiritual. And if you ask them, what do you do? Yeah, I just do some yoga. That's spiritual. Yeah, I just turned vegetarian. That's spiritual. That is not spirituality. Where is the aspect of spirit in this? So, therefore, Krishna says in this verse that if you really want to be spiritual, first understand what spirituality is, what is to be done, and what is not to be done. What is action, what is inaction. And therefore, if you see how the Gita knowledge has been coming down, Krishna told, he's telling Arjuna in the beginning of the 4th chapter, I gave the same knowledge millions of years ago to Sun God. And he gave it to Manu. He gave it to Ikshvaku. And so on and so forth, it was coming down. But at one point in time, it got lost. And now that it is lost, can you concoct your own religion? You cannot. And therefore, Krishna has come again. Why? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samstharpanarthaya. To re-establish religion, Krishna descends. It is fashion today, especially in India, because every gully you get one god. Isn't it? If someone can produce ash from their palm, he's God. If someone is famous, he's God. So, therefore, Krishna, Prabhupada is explaining here It's not that spirituality can be concocted. Spirituality, this is, some people say this is my spirituality. What do you mean your spirituality? Isn't it? So there is a way, there is a process. Just as if you want to become a physics teacher, there's a process. You have to learn physics from whom? Any Tom, Dick, and Harry? Can you make your own laws of physics? Newton discovered law of gravity, and now you want to make up your own different law? It won't work. Whatever is standard is standard. So process is also standard. So therefore, Prabhupada is explaining that if you want real spirituality, you have to go to that person. If you want to learn maths, go to a mathematician. If you want to learn physics, don't go to a chemistry teacher. Go to physics teacher. If you want to learn computer science, go to mechanical. Yeah. Then computer science, isn't it? If you want to learn mechanical, go to a doctor. No. So just as in the material realm, in the material field of activities, we don't confuse like that. It is very clear. Isn't it? If you want to learn medicine, you go to you get a medical degree, MBBS, MD, and further, MS, and so on and so forth. If you want a degree in business, then you have MBA and other degrees. If you want a degree in engineering, you have certain degrees. Similarly, if you want a degree in spirituality, if you want to practice spirituality, can you go to anyone and everyone? No. So today is famous. Today, how people practice spirituality? If you ask someone, what do you do for spirituality? Someone says, I get up in the morning, some incense stick I just do to all the gods, because we don't know who is God. So whoever is there, you do the incense stick, some rotation, and after that they offer some flower. That's good. That's okay. And then if you don't have time, you just give one flying kiss and go. So why? Because people think, yeah, this is heart to heart. Whatever you do is acceptable. If you when you are studying, doing a professional study, is anything acceptable? But spirituality, you have to be so liberal, isn't it? It's all about freedom. So whatever, anything you want to do should be acceptable. Yeah.
Question about the previous argument which you're making.
No argument. I don't argue.
So does that mean that any other religion is concocted?
No. How do you know if a religion is bona fide or not? If they're professing and teaching love of God. God can be known by different names. Just as sun is known by different names in different languages, in different cultures. Similarly, God is called by different names in different languages, in different cultures. But there's only one God. But if any religion says, any religion is going, if it's not professing love of God, it is teaching something else than love of God. If it is, yeah, that's bogus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So therefore, there is a process. What is the process? Go to a bona fide school. For spirituality, there is a school. No, it or not. Like that. So Krishna is saying this is how the knowledge of Gita has also been coming down the line, step by step. Okay, can you continue? Who was reading? Yeah.
It is said that one cannot ascertain the ways of religion simply by imperfect experimental knowledge. Actually, the principles of religion can only be laid down by the Lord Himself. Dharmam tu
Sakshat
sakshat
Bhagavat
bhagavad
Pranitam.
pranitam. No one can manufacture a religious principle by imperfect speculation. One must follow in the footsteps of great authorities like Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Manu, the Kumaras, Kapila, Prahlad, Bhishma, Shukadeva Goswami, Yamraj, Janak, and Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj. By mental speculation, one cannot ascertain what is religion or self-realization. Therefore, out of causeless mercy to his devotees, the Lord explains directly to Arjuna what action is and what inaction is. Only action performed in Krishna consciousness can deliver a person from the entanglement of materialism.
Yeah. So Sri Prabhupada is saying if you want to practice religion, it cannot be concocted. It cannot rise out from our grey matter. Like once in Sunday feast during prasadam time, I met this person. and he was a pretty elderly person, so I thought he'd be more knowledgeable. So he was saying, he came and asked me because he saw young person Saffron, what's going on. So he asked me, have you really seen God? I mean, like really confident, as if he's seen God. So in that manner, he was asking me, have you seen God? I told him, yeah, we see God everywhere because we see hand of God, isn't it? Krishna says, Rahaso ham apso konteya. I'm the taste of water. So when you're drinking water, when you're thirsty, you're experiencing God. So I gave answer from that angle. He said, no, that's all right, but have you actually seen God? Then I had another answer, that is, we see him every day in the deity form, isn't it? So we have all seen God. When you're seeing God, I told him. He said, no, that's all right, but have you really seen God? He asked me. So then I asked him, what is your real problem? What do you want to know? So he said, actually, God is unlimited. You cannot see him. Then I asked him, have you seen God? He said, yes. Then I told him, you just told me that God is unlimited. So how can you see God? He said, I have seen God, but I have not seen God. Yeah, and believe me, it went for 1 hour at least, just back and forth and back and forth. And finally, I told him I have other things to do in life, isn't it? So you see, people, when they want to speak about God, in professional careers, no one speculates, isn't it? You're in or out. You don't follow the process, you're out. But spirituality, you go and ask a rickshaw driver. He'll also say, you can ask him who is God. He'll have his own thesis, isn't it? Because spirituality has become so cheap that people think even I can comment on it, isn't it? So today's role models, actors, actresses, people with name and fame, rich people, everyone thinks that because I'm rich, because I'm famous, because I've achieved something in this world, therefore I have the right to comment who God is. Isn't it? Such like yeah.
Prabhu, whenever like we talk to people and everything, they
Yeah.
keep saying like in Hinduism the reason they can do it because it's very fluid.
Fluid.
Yeah, but I don't have any counter argument. I don't say
No, you
anything.
just say it's not fluid.
I mean, they say
That's also
that,
an argument.
like let's say they only pick Bhagavad Gita, and because I come, so I tell them, right? I go for these classes, and they'll
Yeah.
be like, okay, they've only picked a part of Hinduism from Bhagavad Gita, and that's what is getting preached. But Hinduism or Hindu religion is very fluid. I mean, they say that I don't even argue, like,
Yeah.
but what can a person say when someone says like
I
that?
mean, if he's in a mood to learn, then you can spend some time. Otherwise, you say, yeah, it's very fluid. You can go
Why
on.
people say that? Why do people have this perception that
Okay.
Hinduism is like fluid or we can do anything?
Okay. First of all, Hinduism is made up religion. Sorry to say, we are not Hindus. Yeah, we're Sanatan Dharma. Yes, there's a Sindhu river. So the people other side of Sindhu, the Persians, they cannot say sa in the language. So they say ha. So they would call people on this side as Sindhustan, or Sindhus. Because there's no sa, they say Hindus or Hindustan. That's how it has come about. So if you're not Muslim, if you're not Christian, if you're born in India, then you're Hindu, isn't it? That's not Hindu. That's not Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means eternal. Dharma is your eternal occupation. Just like someone is a computer science engineer now, someone works as a cook, someone works in a business firm. You have different occupations, but you have an eternal occupation of the soul. That occupation is eternal. What is that? To love and serve God. So Sanatan Dharma means to reconnect ourselves to that eternal person in this eternal occupation. That's Sanatan Dharma. So any process which can help you connect with God is Sanatan Dharma. But that Sanatan Dharma, it should be based off scriptures. Therefore, Buddhists are Nastik, we say. Isn't it? Nasti means they say he is not there. That's Buddhism. And they say reject the Vedas. You know that, right? No? Really? Okay, so Buddhists are called as, anyone who rejects the Vedas are called as Nastik or atheistic people sometimes.
Isn't that part of Sanatan Dharma as well? Because as Mataji mentioned that it's really fluid, but
So therefore, I'm saying, what is Sanatana Dharma based off?
It's based upon choice. Like
Who
person
said?
has choice to practice whatever.
No. Sanatana Dharma is based off Vedas. If you read Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, Krishna says, Na shastram vidhim utsrijya vartate kamakaratah na sa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Krishna says, for those people who reject the Vedic scriptures, for them there is no happiness, na sukham, na param gatim, no better destination, and no siddhim, no perfection of life. This is Krishna's verdict. Yeah.
But like Krishna says, he's Veda as well. Like he's the Ved.
Mhm.
And if you look at Ved, the only mantra mentioned in Veda is Gayatri mantra.
Only mantra mentioned in Veda is Gayatri mantra.
Yeah, isn't
Are
that
you
right?
sure?
In
And we
Rigveda.
are chanting Hare Krishna mantra from where?
That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like
No, Kalisantan Upanishad.
when was this Upanishad written?
Kalisantan Upanishad. Upanishads are part of Shruti. Shruti is there from the dawn of creation. It's not created. Smritis, or the reflection of the sages, that is at some point in time. Like Valmiki is narrating Ramayana at certain point. Mahabharat happened at certain point. But Shruti, or the Vedic aphorisms, they are eternal. Like knowledge. Do you create knowledge? Knowledge is there. You discover it, you get to know it. But it's always there. You ever understand?
Like, Prabhu, like if someone's practicing some other demigod or like some other deity and they worship that deity and they excel in worshipping that deity, then they're transferred towards another higher deity than that. Like, but so that's fluidity. Like you have the option to move according to consciousness.
No, I mean, you're defining fluidity according to what you think it is, and her friend is defining fluidity according to what he or she thinks it is. So therefore, it's the fluid definition is too fluid, isn't it? So that's not how it works. We need to understand what is. If you use the term fluidity, you have to understand how liberal can you get in the Vedas. So we'll not use the word Hinduism. We'll use the word Sanatan Dharma. In Sanatan Dharma, can you do anything you want? Karma Yoga. People say Karma Yoga, very famous. That means you have to work. Work is worship. How many of you believe in this? Work is worship. Yeah? Bas kaam karo.
No,
Huh?
spirituality should be part of it, but if someone's responsible and they're doing their duties and household activities and they're good enough, they're not building out that karma.
Is that sufficient?
That's sufficient for if you think you will get a rebirth, but that's not sufficient to go back to Godhead.
It is not sufficient to fulfill your goal of life. So if you have enrolled yourself into college, and in a semester, can you say, I'm in the college, I don't have to study. It's okay, I'm good to people and everything. My goal is to just be here. I don't plan on passing or graduating this semester. So I am to be good to teachers and to the people around me, to other students. It's sufficient to be in this college for the semester. Is it a good understanding? If you're enrolled in the college, that means you have to pass the semester. If you're not, if you're doing everything, being good, extracurricular activities, this and that, but you're not graduating the semester, then it's not the whole essence of studying being in the semester is to graduate it. Similarly, being in this material world, there's a goal. What is the goal of life? Any idea? Any? Huh?
Go back to
Are you sure?
Love and serve.
Are you forced to say it?
that's what I read.
Sorry?
To love and serve the God.
Yeah, to love and serve God. That is the goal of life, isn't it? You have to love and serve someone. So why not God? So when we understand what the goal of life is, therefore now the scriptures make sense. So scriptures help you to attain that goal of life. Now if someone says, I don't care for that goal, I want to do something else, yeah, feel free. No problem. But don't call it Sanatan Dharma. That is not Sanatan Dharma in any way. So then you say, Prabhu, I am an agnostic. I know God exists, but I don't care. I have other things to do in life. Then say, have a tag saying I am agnostic. Don't say I'm a Sanatan Dharma. I am following Sanatan Dharma and it's too fluid. I can do whatever I want. That's what is being spoken in this verse. Therefore, Krishna says, Kim karma, kim karma. You have to understand. Only then you can attain perfection in life. Yeah. Yes.
So, and is it that bhakti yoga is sufficient?
Yes. Not my words. Gita.
So, if that is the case,
Yeah.
then is it that for everyone bhakti yoga is sufficient?
Yeah.
If that is the case, then how will many other things get fulfilled? For instance, if we take the character of Arjun, if Arjun is only doing bhakti yoga throughout,
So what is understanding of bhakti yoga? He is doing bhakti yoga throughout.
I mean, in the sense that you would say that whatever he is doing, his whatever actions that might appear to be taken is actually eventually in the service of Lord.
Eventually, nahi. In the service of Lord directly. Is directly in the service of Lord. Hare Krishna. You can come ahead.
From from day one, he would not be aware of this, right? From day one, Krishna is not like actually his friend and guide, and from day one,
You may want to come this way because the door will open and yeah, some people will come. Yeah.
like there is karma, there is action completely devoid, at least at the level of consciousness. Like I'm not aware of God, and still there are actions being undertaken. I'm not aware of the devotion. I don't feel devotion for God, and still action is being taken. Like karma is still happening. What is that then?
That is not karma yoga. The word yoga comes from the word yujya, means to connect. So as soon as you say karma yoga, that's what I was trying to make the point. Some people say karma, work is worship. So you can ask, ask a butcher. He'll say karma, karmi puja hai. Work is worship. So he is daily cutting the throat of a cow. Is it worshipable? You can ask him. He'll say, yeah, of course. I'm doing karma. I do it more than anything. I keep my responsibility at the topmost, part of my heart. That's the main thing I do in my life. Yeah, but is it helping you become Krishna conscious? No. Then therefore it is this is vikarma. Not everything is akarma or sakarma. Not every action is just action, isn't it? Like for example, I cannot say, okay, this is matter, this is also matter, this is also matter, this is also matter. Land is matter, water is matter. Everything is material energy. Yeah, but land has a particular function, water has another function. Can you walk on water and swim in land? No. So though everything is matter, but they still have defined functionality, isn't it? So similarly, in karma also, everything is karma. Krishna is saying, I think we already discussed this in second chapter or third chapter. He says, "Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtata karma krit." Not even for a moment, soul can be inactive. So we are always acting. Can you say any action is karma? Is a bona fide karma? That's what you call karma? No. When you say karma yoga, is that action which makes you God conscious. That action is worshipable. That karma hi puja hai. Someone is a butcher, his karma is not puja. Yeah, it's understandable. That is what Krishna is saying. Therefore, Krishna is saying in this verse, see, even the intelligent are bewildered in determining what is action, what is inaction. See, now I shall explain to you what is action. What action is, knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune. Therefore, now Krishna defines what is right action, what is wrong action. Now that definition will come. Now, ahead. Is that clear, Prabhu? Yeah? Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, yes.
What if that person knows only that butchering is the only thing that he can do, but he still wants to change? That was
He wants to change. That is good. As long as he wants to change, someone will help him.
Spiritually, he wants to connect with that.
Hmm.
He knows only that one word.
So how it works? See, sometimes in our experience, we choose institutions, isn't it? Okay, I'll apply to Purdue, I'll apply to Rice University, I'll apply to Northeastern or NYU, say for example. I'm applying to universities. So I'm thinking I am choosing the university. In spiritual realm, it doesn't happen like that. People think that I am choosing guru. It doesn't happen like that. As soon as Krishna sees a desire that this living entity wants to practice spirituality, spirituality to its true origin definition of what it is, then Krishna sends guru in his life. So like you said, if a person knows only butchering and he wants to connect with God, then Krishna will send someone to teach him better work. For example, Mrigari, you know the Mrigari, the hunter. Mrigari was a butcher, and his speciality was he would half kill the animals to enjoy that torture they would experience while dying. Slow death. Sadistic person. So once Narada was going in the forest and he saw all these animals just half killed. So Narada has his mystic powers. He touched all of them and revived all of them, and they were scot free. So then Mrigari came and thought, who is the saintly person who is undoing my work? So immediately challenged Narada, and they had some conversation. And then he understood that Narada is not an ordinary person. And Narada said, if you continue this, the bad karma will haunt you. Today, whatever animals you're killing, they will kill you in the future. You will have to be killed by each one of them, he said. So he didn't believe it. He gave him a vision. Then he understood Narada is not joking around. He's pretty serious about it. Then he said, okay, Narada, you tell me, what should I do? Narada said, give up your bow. What Mrigari knew was only killing. But Krishna sent Narada in his life. Yeah? So Krishna is not a passive entity. So Krishna is very active, very dynamic. So as soon as a living entity shows a spark of interest, immediately Krishna is there. Where? In the heart. He is closest to your desire. Krishna knows as soon as this guy shows little sincerity, Krishna sends a guru. Sends someone to help you. Yeah, makes sense. So many of these stories are there where they say, yeah, just there were many stories in Vedas, especially are there that even if you're a butcher, it's okay. Just maa baap ka puja karo. That's very good. Just be a good person in society. So, huh? I think so because you have heard this story. It's very famous in the Vedas. So, for whom is that story meant? For people who are irresponsible. For them, it is meant. They at least whatever you do, at least you worship your parents. For people who don't care about parents. But if you are worshipping parents, don't just stay there because stagnant water stinks. You have to go to the next level. Yeah. Then you perform not just responsible work, but now you study scriptures also. Do some sadhu sangha. And after that, don't just do sadhu sangha. Learn something from them. Apply something in life. After that, okay, next level. So how Vyasadeva has designed the entire Vedic scriptures is like a stepwise. So you can begin at any step. Therefore, it's very accommodative. But it is not accommodative to the extent that I can do whatever I want. That is whimsical. So Vedas don't support whimsical action. Yeah, I like Ganapati. He looks cool. I want to worship him. Yeah, but you should know what does worship mean. How to do worship. And okay, now you've understood you are doing worship. Okay, don't be stuck there. Go to next level. Understand who is the real boss. Yeah. Okay, now you're worshiping him. Okay, understand. Okay, what does the real boss want? So one has to be growing in his understanding. Therefore, if you read Bhagavad Gita, Krishna doesn't necessarily appreciate so much people who don't worship him directly. 7th chapter, you can see verse after verse. Even 9th chapter, Krishna calls them Alpamedasam, person who don't have high intelligence. Isn't it? Like some people, if you go to tribal community, they worship like trees, mountains, sky, because it is vast. As soon as you see the vastness, you feel okay, you feel submitting to them. Isn't it? Allah means great, all great. Isn't it? All powerful, all great. So for them also understanding of God is just all great. But we say how great is he? Christians say God is love. We say how lovable is he? You able to understand? So now just understanding, okay, God, God means generator, operator, destroyer is not sufficient. It is this definition is good for people who don't want to follow God. Then we say, okay, if you don't follow laws of God, there's hell, heaven, there's so many things. But that's not the highest level. People who are following, they want a better understanding of God. Yeah, God is much more than just being a judge. He's a fatherly person. So like that, the Vedas are designed such a way that one can keep getting deeper and deeper. Does that make sense, Prabhu? Yeah. Okay. So therefore, here Srila Prabhupada says, the principles of religion can only be laid by the Lord Himself. So what is dharma? Dharma has to be set. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. We used to stay in student center in NIT Suratkal together for some time. Then he came to US. I was still there. Okay. So Krishna says, What is the principle of religion? These principles have to be set by Krishna. Then they can be called as religious. Not, for example, in a government, say government has a law, murder is a crime. Now, can you have your own religion? In my home, I set the rules. You can kill. Can you do that? And if police knocks your door, can you say no? This is my religion. Killing is my religion. You cannot say that. Yeah, you follow whose laws? Government's laws. Government's laws are laws. You can set your laws, but who will follow it? Isn't it? Even you cannot follow it if it's against government's laws. So similarly, dharma means set by God. Now, if I make up my own dharma, that will not count. If I say that in my dharma you can kill any animal and eat any animal you want, yeah, as long as you are getting up 5 o'clock in the morning, one's own rules, it doesn't count. Therefore, concoction doesn't work. It has to be shastric. So, if one wants a clear image and or vision of how to proceed ahead in spirituality, there are three. Is like a tripod: Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Guru has to be part of a bona fide school. Sadhu also should be part of bona fide school, and Shastra. Shastra means the Vedic scriptures. They also have to be bona fide.
What does sadhu mean?
Sadhu means a community of sadhus. Guru means whom you are learning from. Teacher. So you can, if you hear something, say Guru says, that goal of life is to go back to God. Really? Go back to spiritual world? What is all this? Then you can check with other sadhus. Then sadhus also say, yeah, it's correct. Oh, really? Then you look at the scriptures. Krishna says, yeah, this is the goal of life. Yes. Yeah, sadhus like Sangha. Association of devotees. Yeah. So therefore Krishna says, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. If you want to know what religion is, you need to see what Krishna has said. Now to your friend who said, oh, Gita is only one part of it, but Gita is Shruti. Krishna is directly speaking 5,000 years ago. Isn't it? Respoken.
Could you like worship demigods for material gains and keep Krishna in center and worship Krishna as well?
That's between you and Krishna. Yeah. It's like saying, I like my father, but anything I need help, I go to my uncle. Isn't it? That between you and your father, how good relationship you want to keep. What is it? Yeah. Okay, so then Prabhupada says, no one can manufacture religious principle by imperfect speculation. Yeah. And one must follow in the footsteps of great authorities. And who says these are authorities? Who said? Can you just put someone's name and say this is authority? No. But these names are given in Srimad Bhagavatam as the Mahajanas to be followed. Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Manu, Kumara, Kapila, Prahlad, Bhishma, Shukadeva Goswami, Amraj, Janaka and Bali. 12 Mahajans. It comes in 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So therefore, it is bona fide. Yeah? So like this, anything you hear, this is, say, Sri Prabhupada is saying, you confirm with other sadhus, confirm with scripture. Match all three, green signal. Then you can follow it. Yeah.
So like, what exactly are like the footsteps of like Yamraj? I mean, I have never heard about like.
So if you read Srimad Bhagavatam and other Puranas, you will find instructions of Yamraj. So in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Yamraj is instructing his Yamadutas. Because in the context of Ajamil being rescued by Vishnu Dutas, though he led a very sinful life, just because he chanted one Narayana at the time of death. So then Yamadutas got confused and they're asking Yamraj, I thought you are the boss. And Yamraj said, no, I have another boss. So I'm giving you, now then he instructs, anyone who chants Hare Krishna, don't go close to them. He's saying. Anyone who is, even by chance, they have said Hare Krishna and joking, hey, what is this Hare Krishna? Don't go close to them also. So therefore he's authority. Yeah? Yes.
How differently was Hinduism practiced before the existence of Krishna and Bhagavad Gita?
As compared to today,
Yes.
very much.
So
Very much, yeah.
It's an evolution now mandated by Krishna. Like he took his version of the Vedas and Upanishads and made his version, and that's what we're learning today.
Okay,
versus
so
learning the
yeah.
original scripture. Sorry.
No, I understood. So if you read the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in the 4th chapter, 1st verse, Imam Rajarisho Viduhu. Evam parampara praptam Imam Rajarisho Viduhu. Sakalena Mahata Yoga Nashta Parantapa. Krishna is saying this knowledge, exact knowledge, was spoken to me by me to Sun God millions of years ago. But in due course of time, it was lost, and therefore, Arjuna, I'm re-speaking it to you. It's the same knowledge. These are principles. For example, say I'm speaking from the Gita. So this is not my understanding of the Gita. This is what Krishna is speaking. I'm speaking it to you. This is called as disciplic succession. For example, if you want to be a professor in IIT in India, so then you learn from another IITian, isn't it? And when you're learning from another IITian, he should have learned from another IITian. So all qualified people are coming. Will they change the, say, E equals MC square? Will someone change it? M equals to EC square in between? No, this is my understanding. No. It is coming as it is. That's the purpose of disciplic succession. So, if you read, I think Padma Purana, in Padma Purana it is said what are the four bona fide schools or four parts of disciplic succession from where you can get perfect knowledge. Yeah. So I said that now it is very much different from what was being practiced before Krishna spoke Gita, because now people have changed what Hinduism is. People have introduced so many things. What is Hinduism? If cat goes from left to right, you should not walk in that direction. Yeah, this is Hinduism today, isn't it? Many Hindus they have this Gita in a red velvet cloth, kept on the altar, and they so-called worship it, never to open it. Actually, they would actually make their life more worshipable if they actually opened the copy of the Gita. So now Hinduism today is more of rituals, sorry, vibes, vibes, rituals, and superstitions. It is not science. But what Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita is science of spirituality. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm still finding my foot with everything you said.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
Would you argue that this is?
I don't argue.
Would you take the position that it is centered on some historical event, like this practice that we're doing?
Yeah, of course.
It is history centered.
Yeah, history centered. Like Mahabharata, it actually happened, and Ramayan happened. And I'm not saying based on because I was born in a Hindu family and therefore I believe it's my cultural thing. I'm not saying like that, because there have been archaeological research performed. So you can check it on YouTube. We have a documentary by Dr. S.N. Rao. He has done a deep sea diving over there. They near Gujarat. They have done, and they have found the remains of a city, a well intricate structure of a city, which people call it Dwarka, isn't it? And it's not some mound of dust they found. It's a huge city they have found. And this is Dr. S.N. Rao, and he's not part of ISKCON. Yeah, so whatever we are saying is based on these archaeological surveys and other scientific things.
But just as a thought, wouldn't making it history centric be taking away from it, right? Because what about people who were born before the history? Were they being immoral and everything? Because again, until that event had happened, morality wasn't defined, right?
Um, Morality wasn't defined.
As in, the access to the principles of Bhagavad Gita wasn't available to people born before its own narration, right? So
Right. So, I mean, the Vedic scripture is always there. It was not in written form. It was always in the sound form. The knowledge is there since dawn of creation. We don't come from cavemen. We haven't evolved from apes. Yeah,
And
you know
Gita
that,
was
right?
spoken before about the universe origin from Vak. Is that right?
Universe origin from Vak.
From sound.
From sound. Yeah, that's the creation of the universe. But yeah, so civilized society always has existed. Yeah, it's not at one point in time now we have become civilized. Actually, we have become decivilized. Yeah, people used to cover their bodies before. Now people don't. It's decivilization. Yeah. So there will actually we have different courses like Gita in a nutshell and everything. in these courses you will see a more scientific viewpoint to what we are saying. None of these statements what I'm making are based on my faith or belief system. These are all based on sound facts, like concept of reincarnation, or if I say that these events have taken place, it's all based on sound logic and facts. Okay. Yeah. So see, by mental speculation, one cannot ascertain what is religion or self-realization. Yeah. Therefore, out of his causeless mercy to his devotees, the Lord explains directly to Arjuna what action is and what inaction is. So this is okay till now. Anyone has any doubts? Okay. Who's doing this? Me? No, no. I mean the scratch. Someone from Zoom. Yeah. Okay, can you please repeat? Karmano hyapi bodhavyam bodhavyam cha vikarmanah akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. You want to read?
These intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is.
So action is also different types. Not every action is karma. Some are sakarma, some are vikarma, some are akarma. That means some bind you in a good way, some bind you in a bad way. But binding is binding, and some doesn't bind you to this world, like Krishna says. When Krishna says Gahana Karmano Gatihi, that means to understand karma to its fullest extent is not possible, Arjuna. Krishna already said it's very difficult. Because as soon as you introduce karma to students, the first question they ask is, so what karma did I do in the past that I'm here looking for a job now? Though I'm qualified to get a job. You cannot get to know exact what you have done. Therefore, Gahano Karmano Gatihi. But you can get an understanding of what could have happened. Yeah. Just for example, if someone says, he goes to a doctor and says, I'm suffering from malaria. Doctor will say, okay, take the medicine. If you say, no, doctor, first you tell me which mosquito bit me. There's some female anopheles mosquito, isn't it? As we study. Then he says, that's what he says. He says, no, I want to know which exact mosquito bit me. That is not possible. Gano karmano gati. Very difficult to ascertain. But you understand you have a disease, you want to get well, take the medicine. That's the thing. Yeah. See, if one is serious about liberation from material bondage, one has to understand the distinction between action, inaction, and unauthorized actions. One has to apply oneself to such an analysis of action, reaction, perverted actions, because it is a very difficult subject matter. To understand Krishna consciousness and action according to its modes, one has to learn one's relationship with the Supreme. That is, one who has learned perfectly knows that every living entity is an eternal servitor of the Lord, and that consequently one has to act in Krishna consciousness. The entire Bhagavad Gita is directed toward this conclusion. Any other conclusions against this consciousness and its attendant actions are vikarmas or prohibited actions. To understand all this, one has to associate with authorities in Krishna consciousness and learn the secret from them. This is as good as learning from the Lord directly. That means to learn from the representative of God is as good as learning from Lord directly. Like Krishna spoke Gita to Arjuna. Now you cannot expect when will Krishna come and speak Gita to me? Isn't it? He has spoken to Arjuna and it has gone ahead. So anyone who is representing Gita as it is a perfect representative. To understand all, okay. This is as good as learning from the Lord directly. Otherwise, even the most intelligent persons will be bewildered. If anyone resorts to speculation to understand what this world is all about, best of luck. You're not going to figure it out. That's what it means. Because we have limitation on time. So, therefore, as they say, don't rebuild the wheel. So, similarly, in spiritual knowledge, the 3 ways of gaining knowledge. What are 3 ways? Seniors. Seva. Okay. Yeah, but the three ways as another. Yeah,
To a bona fide guru.
yeah, was Sanskrit. The seniors can't believe. Yeah, yeah. Who said someone? Yeah, Pratyaksha Pramana, Shabda Pramana, and Anumana Pramana. Very good. She heard it recently. Yeah. So Pratyaksha Pramana means to direct sensory perception. That means if I feel something is cold, then it is cold. Is it always the case? If you feel it is cold, it's cold? No. For example, if you have a glass of room temperature water and you're coming from a under hot sun, you come inside, you touch the water, it will appear to be cold, but actually it's room temperature. It's not cold. So therefore, pratyaksha is faulty because of four defects, which is imperfect senses, which leads to illusion, which leads to committing mistakes. Come on, Jitesh. And cheating propensity, yeah, to cover up the mistakes. Because of these four factors, pratyaksha pramana is ruled out, especially for understanding spiritual knowledge. Pratyaksha is still valid. How many people have attended the class? I can count. Yeah, it's not. I close my eyes and say pratyaksha is useless. Pratyaksha is very much important, but not for ascertaining spiritual knowledge. And then comes anumana pramana. Anumana pramana means some people fighting or what? That's anumana pramana. Some noise is coming. You think that some people are fighting or something is happening, and then you go and see some people are practicing for drama. You know. So anumana is also very dangerous, especially in spiritual understanding spiritual truth. And then comes Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana is said to be the way of gaining spiritual knowledge. Why? Shabda Pramana means to hear from bona fide authority. In any field, we need authority. It's very cool to say, I don't believe in any authority, isn't it? Like some people say, I studied physics on my own. I never, learned it from any teacher. Yeah, but then you refer to some textbook, isn't it? You did not, go and sit under a tree and wait for the apple to fall down to discover, okay, there's law of gravity. I believe it. You know, this is deductive knowledge. Someone has already done the homework, you receive it. That's how you have been educated. So, Krishna says for gaining spiritual knowledge, to understand and accept deductively is the best way to understand spiritual knowledge. Why? Yeah.
What you described before, is it similar to Sambandha, Abhidaya, and
Sambandha Abhidha Prayoja is more to do with the process, where Sambandha means the relationship between the Jiva and Krishna. Sambandha relationship. Abhidaya is the process of reviving the relationship. Prayojan is the goal of developing love for God. That is different from these three. These three are the ways of gaining knowledge. Those three has to do with the process of bhakti yoga. Yeah. Yeah. So therefore, deductive knowledge is most important. If you want to know, say you know who your mother is, but you don't know who your father is. How do you know? Can you get to know who your father is? Ask the mother. Now, if you go for DNA testing, best of luck again. According to someone was saying, according to current level of DNA testing, even if you find a lot of 200 men, it will take you hundreds of years to get an understanding who really your father is. So, therefore, Shabda Pramana. And Prabhupada says one more point in this purport, that action is sakarma. What is sakarma? We have done all this, so I'll not go again. Yeah. What's sakarma? Doing good things, not necessarily spiritual, but just doing good. Giving someone a glass of water, helping someone cross the road, blind man cross the road. Good things. Vikarma, bad things, against religious scriptures. For example, killing. That's of course very grave vikarma. Or even self-destructive habits, also vikarma. And to understand what is vikarma, one has to study the Bhagavad Gita. If you wish to understand, you can study the 16th chapter where Krishna describes about divine and demoniac assets. You will understand what is vikarma and what is vakarma. And throughout the Gita also you will get an understanding. Anything which is against the Vedic scriptures is vikarma. And what is akarma? Anything that helps you become Krishna conscious, anything done as a service to God is akarma. What is the benefit of akarma?
No entanglement.
Yes. Not just no entanglement.
You are not bounded to the circle of life.
Yeah. It frees you from this world. There's no further bondage. That is akarma. When you chant Hare Krishna, it is. When you give someone a glass of water, it is. When you don't give someone a glass of water when they need some water, it is. Okay.
Can someone else do a karma for you?
Yeah, someone can pray for you and they'll go back to God. Mhm.
I have another question.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
People say that there is, when you are a wife and husband, the the deeds that husband does come to wife. There is this kind of thing. I don't know exactly.
Deeds of.
One point.
I mean, if the husband does something wrong, does that come to wife or is it?
No, actually, if you've seen Ratnakar's story, Ratnakar is killing animals and everything. Hunter. You know who Ratnakar is, no? Who becomes Valmiki. Thakur Ratnakar. So then Narada again came and met him and he said, do you know you have to suffer the sinful reactions for these horrendous acts? He said, yeah, I'm doing it for my family. This is how I earn my livelihood. By the way, they'll also share my karma. He said, oh really? Go and ask them. And Thakur Ratnakar, he goes and he asks his wife and children, will you share my karma? I'm doing all this for you. They said, forget it. You are the one who is the head of the household. It's your duty. We cannot share your bad karma. Immediately he became devotee. He understood. I'm doing these things for them and they're not ready to share the karma. So not necessarily it happens like that. Hmm? Yeah.
What about the prayers and pujas we do when somebody passes away for them to go into the better world? Would it be effective?
It is. It is.
In it is.
But how Prabhu someone is doing bad karma all throughout the life?
If you chant and you just offer it to.
Yeah, you can offer them like the follow that puja to them. So
And
they can.
what can you answer this question?
Maybe
If I'm a butcher throughout my life, do puja after my death, I'll do puja.
Depends.
No, it doesn't.
It depends on like it depends on how much vajan bal I have. If yes, then yes, you can go back to work.
You can come and sit here. Actually, it is mentioned in the scriptures. If why we do puja, the Pindadan Shraddha ceremony, is if in case they have not gone back to Godhead, at least let them get Pitraloka. Hmm? Otherwise, they can remain as ghost somewhere wandering. They don't get a planet. That is to do once and for all. Otherwise, wherever you are, you have to do every year. Pindadan. Yeah.
Regular chanting.
Oh, regular chanting, yes.
If you chant and feel like this, all the time that I spent maybe then I don't know.
It can help them definitely to get bhakti.
Yeah.
But if Krishna feels that for the purification of heart some suffering is required, then
So
yeah.
in the scripture there is a story of right. There is like one like very like a holy king or something, right? He was then falling from the heaven because he got after some time, right? He was like being like very like not that humble, right? So when he was
Okay.
falling down, then there were like some sadhus, right? Who were like coming again and then like gave all of his bhajan bal and like he again went back to Swarga.
If someone gives bhajan bal, why did he go to Swargalok? I think there are many discrepancies in the thing you're mentioning. You have to give me with reference. With reference. Yeah, but generally it's not like that. Shraddha ceremony is performed so that they can get a planet. Yeah. That was your question. Who asked?
Yeah, so
You
we
asked.
can
Okay.
avoid hell for them.
Avoid hell. Generally, you pray for them. That's sufficient. Yeah. But Pindadan is samskara, antim samskar.
You could also do right before
Of course, yeah. You just feed them prasadam. You feed them prasadam. Yeah. Yeah.
So you told that even by mistakenly if you said Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hmm.
then Amaraj said don't touch that person. That
Correct.
means they don't go to hell. Or how does that work?
Yeah. So they will not go to hell. Even I have thought about this question, but then they can experience hell even in this world. You may not go to Patal to experience that level of torture, but you can experience hell in this world. Yeah.
Prabhu, in one of the class you did mention, right? Like in the families we are born, we do share karma with our parents, right? 1/6 of the karma. Is it like
Yeah.
what we are doing, our parents get that, or what our parents do we get?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't
So it is opposite. It is what we do. Whoever is your guardian, they take responsibility. So they take 1/6 of the karma. Like that. Like a king takes 1/6 of the karma of the praja. The head of the family takes 1/6 of the karma of the praja of his home. It's like that. They take if they're taking responsibility. So Guru also takes of disciples. Yeah.
Both good and bad, not just bad.
Yeah, of karma I think yes. Doesn't make sense only bad. Karma in
Is that
general.
the reason that so many Mahar, like after initiating the next day or in the week following,
They fall sick. Yeah, you can say so.
They say that like back in the day, if someone's kid was like into bhakti, they would like be really happy and pat on their back that like they said.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, because today is Guru Purnima, Guru Purnima is the appearance day of Srila Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva, how did he come? Actually, he at the beginning of Kali Yuga, he divided all the scriptures, into like chapters and all these things. He made a lot of divisions just so that we can understand. Before that, there was just Vedic knowledge. So after he did all of this, still Vyasadeva, we will study in first canto, fourth chapter of Bhagavatam. Still Vyasadeva felt very despondent in heart. He wasn't feeling satisfied. See, if you take up a big task and you achieve it, you have done good for the humanity, won't you feel good? No, you won't feel good? On what? Your state of mind. You will feel good because you have done a big thing, a big project, you have accomplished it successfully, and it's going to help the society. You will naturally feel good. And that's what even Vyasadeva was expecting, that he will feel good. But he was feeling very dissatisfied at heart. So he was self introspecting. What went wrong? He was thinking, what went wrong? After dividing all the scriptures into Shruti, Smriti, and further categories within each one of them, finally he was not happy. That is the time his guru comes. Who is his guru? Narada. Shri Narada is his guru, and Narada comes and he points out directly. He says, Vyasadeva, you are not feeling satisfied because in the entire Vedic structure, in the entire Vedic literature, you have not described Krishna and bhakti to Krishna directly. This is how. Then he says, okay, now you finally write one last literature. Compose one last literature. What is that? That will be Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Purana. Where Bhagavad Purana should be the literature where you directly talk about Krishna and his glories. Because Krishna says in the Gita, Vedaishcha sarve raham eva vedyaha. The goal of all knowledge is to finally understand me. And Vedavyas did this huge task of categorizing and classifying so many literatures, and he hid devotional service only for the most sincere people. Because he was very accommodative. But in the name of accommodating so many people, he hid Krishna too deeply within. So therefore, Narada said, now you glorify Krishna and bhakti process. And that is Bhagavad Purana. And that's when finally the last literature composed by Srila Vyasadeva is Bhagavad Purana, which comprises of the essence of all the Vedic knowledge. Someone understands Bhagavatam, studies and understands Bhagavatam, Gita and Bhagavatam. Therefore, one doesn't have to go through the entirety of the Vedic literature. It's almost impossible. Yeah, because Bhagavatam is given. Therefore, it is said, what is it? Bhagavatam Brahma Sutranam. That means the Brahma Sutra, Bhashyam Brahma Sutranam. What is Bhagavatam? It is a natural commentary to the Vedanta Sutra. You know what Vedanta Sutra is? Yes, no?
Vedanta is definition, right?
No, Vedanta Sutra. What is Vedanta Sutra? No one knows Vedanta Sutra. You understand what I'm saying till now? No?
last lines all.
Last lines. Okay. So you understood Vyasadeva wrote the one last literature.
And that was essence of all the
Vedas.
Person who understands Gita and
Bhagavad Purana.
Bhagavatam,
There's no need of understanding anything
yes,
else.
till that point.
Okay. Then what I said, there's a statement which says in the Bhagavatam, Bhashyam Brahma Sutranam. Bhashya means commentary. And Vedanta Sutra is entire Vedic knowledge in a sutra form. Yeah, you have like Gita in 4 sutras, like that. This is Vedanta Sutra. If you understand Vedanta Sutra, that contains the crux of Vedic knowledge. So it said Bhagavatam is natural commentary to the Vedanta Sutra. If you didn't understand whatever I said, keep it aside, no problem. Yeah. So therefore, after composing this work, Shri Vyasadeva felt completely satisfied. Isn't it? So therefore, appearance of Vyasadeva is most vital because of his unlimited compassion. He has made this Sanatana Dharma very fluid. But that fluidity is not to be defined by any Tom, Dick, and Harry, according to one's own how they want to practice. That fluidity is defined by him already. So maybe we'll pause here because already time.
Prabhuji, one
Yeah.
last thing.
Okay.
Has there been a mention of Vishnu or Ram by Krishna anywhere in Bhagavad Gita?
Bhagavad Gita in first chapter he talks about Hanuman and the flag.
Yeah. The incarnations of Vishnu itself. What does Krishna, if at all, anywhere says, what does Krishna say about that?
He says, I am Ram. In Warriors, I am Ram. He also says that I am Yada mentioned that.
I am Ram. Where is it?
He said, like, in the rest of what Warriors, I mean, I have read that. He said, I am Ram also.
I haven't heard.
But that is in the, like, I'm talking about Arjun.
Huh?
Yeah, but he also,
He's Arjun, yeah. Well, I have not heard.
in the Gita Press translation, Rovita, it mentioned that in Warriors, I am Ram.
I mean, the Ram means in the verse also should be not Ram should be in the Sanskrit verse. I have not seen any such Ram.
I mean,
And at the same time, they're the same person. I understand. I understand the question.
The question is, does Krishna mention these Vishnu and incarnations of Vishnu? And if so, where? And if not, then
Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam 10th canto, you will see that Krishna is actually joking with the gopis and he says the gopis wanted to cross Yamuna. So they had to wait for a boatman or something. Krishna said to the gopis that, oh, don't you know? I am the same Ram who built a bridge. Gopis all started laughing. And then he said, okay, you all are laughing. Then he called all the monkeys in Vrindavan and built another bridge across. That past is there, Krishna past. So he has said the Ram only.
And also while he's passing away, he says to that
Uddhava? Who? Hunter.
hunter,
What is it?
I am the Ram, I am the God, like
Okay. I don't know if it comes in Bhagavatam. Does it come in Bhagavatam? I don't know if it comes in Gita or Bhagavatam. He says Jambavan. Yes, correct. Very good. When he's fighting with Jambavan, he says, I am the same Ram, your Lord Ram. Then Jambavan understands. Actually, without him saying, I think Jambavan himself understands. Because I'm not able to defeat him, he must be my Lord Ram. They're on different. Okay? Satisfied?
Jambat also had this itch of like fighting Lord Ram, right?
No, 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 no. No, no, no. Cannot hear this. It's too speculation. Okay. So we'll just spend 5 minutes in chanting Hare Krishna. All your prasadam is secure. So don't feel the prasadam is going to go away. Okay. Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita. Gadadhara. Shivasadi. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we'll chant in unison. 5 minutes. You have. Shravan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, who all were said you are coming for the first time here? Okay, what's your name? Shruti. Thank you for coming. You are a student or you're working?
Just graduate.
You just graduated from where?
Rutgers University.
Rutgers University. Thank you for coming. In your name? Viraj. Okay. And you are studying or working? In May, you graduated. From where? From NJIT. Okay. You stay in Harrison? In Newark? We have every Saturday programs in Harrison. So maybe Gaurav, you can connect with Gaurav. You know Gaurav. Okay. Thank you. Viraj, you said. And what's your name? Ayush. Ayush. You have come here before? Yeah, long time I think. Now, what's your status? Working or studying? You're working. Where? In Deloitte. Okay. You stay in Harrison also? No, I stay in Devon. Oh, okay. Okay, Newark. All in Newark. Okay. Very good. So, you know, Darshit is also Deloitte, no?
Yeah, you see Deloitte. You know
There's also. He's a company. I thought same office. So. And who else is? Yeah, what's in? Abhimanyu. My name is Arjun. You're studying or you're there? Where? NYU. Okay. You're coming with them? Ah, okay. Yes. Thank you for coming. Anyone else? New? Okay. So we'll have prasadam in the restaurant. We can discuss there further. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. All the devotees join online. Hare Krishna. So Lohit, actually, you had one message you put to understand who we are. Okay, I think you were replying to one of the answers, like you were giving answer.
Yeah, to understand who we are, where we belong from is the first purpose, and then how to serve and please the Lord be the end goal.
Okay, perfect. Good, good.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Please come to temple sometime.
I'm in New Jersey right now, Prabhuji. So I went for the Rath Yatra and before for the New Jersey temple in Plainsfield.
Okay, very good.
And I have some time. I'll definitely come to the New York temple.
Okay. Where do you stay in New Jersey?
Monroe, south of Jersey.
South of Jersey, Monroe. Okay.
Okay.
And if you're around Jersey City or Harrison, we have programs there also.
Okay, Prabhuji. Definitely. I'm there on the other group also. Yeah, I see the message.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And thank you, Zoom user and Krishna Hriday.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
See you
Krishna.
next week.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Saurabh Prabhu.
प्रभु जी मैंने तो उसमें अब गीता प्रति में ये भी पढ़ा कि उसमें ठाकुर जी कहते हैं कि अब ये भी बताओ कि ये भी सही है। अब जैसे वो किसमें तो लिखा था कि इन वॉरियर आई एम राम, तो वो कहते हैं कि फिर मैं मिलिट्री कमांडर में मैं स्कंद हूँ, घोड़ों में मैं जो उच्च चिरैव एक घोड़ा भी हूँ, इंद्र में हूँ, वज्र में हूँ।
घोड़ा, this is all correct. राम
इंद्र
तो नहीं.
इंद्र वज्र
वज्र
इंद्र में हूँ, वज्र में हूँ, फिर कहते हैं कि वेल में हूँ कि
वेल.
हाँ उसमें मतलब कि जैसे कि समुद्र के उनमें वेल में हूँ, कामधेनु गाय में हूँ.
Correct. That is the.
पता नहीं उनकी जगह क्योंकि
Stop it. Recording. Recording going on.
that I remember very